The festival aims to build a positive response to integration by providing a platform for intercultural exchange and creative expression. Well, over 70% of the programme is free to the public. We focus on accessibility and development of new community audiences, as well as offering new and alternative experiences for our Irish audiences. We aim to challenge perceptions as both through diversity. The festival was initiated in 2001 by Dún Laoghaire County Council's Arts Office as a response to the changing demographic of Ireland, but also to stage an annual event that was for the wider community. Well, the festival is a large network of organisations and individuals who contribute to the entire programme. This year, the Polish Information and Cultural Centre, the Afghan Association of Ireland, Integrating Ireland, Language and Training and the Irish Chinese Information Centre are all involved in presenting events this year. And hosting our Valuing Ireland's Voices programme, the Islamic Cultural Centre, the Irish Vinayaka Hindu Temple and the Irish Sikh Council will be welcoming people to the VEC to an open session to learn more about their religion and social customs. Well, this year we've got a really exciting lineup and we've got some new and intriguing events. We have a series of concerts in the Kingston Hotel, the Assembly Room and the Methodist Church, including Mark Atkins, the world's most renowned didgeridoo player, a Moroccan Gnawa trance session, and Marluí Miranda, the world's greatest interpreter of indigenous Brazilian Indian music. We also have the stunning Lithan Dance Society from Tibet, Fandango with Los Utrera from Mexico, plus speed dating, Disco Brazil, our late night club in the Pavilion Theatre. We've got an international costume show that will feature 30 traditional costumes from around the world. We're running a youth disco and cookery demonstrations at Cook's Academy. The 2006 programme really offers something for everybody this year.
This year we have over 50 nations represented at the festival. Many of those events couldn't take place without the support of our cultural institutions and embassies based here in Ireland. Our featured headline artists include Etran Finatwara from Niger, supported by the French Embassy. We have the Warsaw Village Band from Poland. We have the Mexican folk group Los Utrera. They were introduced to us by the Mexican Embassy and they generously supported their visit here to Ireland. On the festival's main outdoor stage we have Italy's Enzo Avitabile. This was supported by the Istituto Italiano di Cultura based here in Dublin. On the main stage on the Sunday we have Trans Global Underground and the legendary Trio Bulgarka, and this was put together with the assistance of the British Council, who have been involved in many of our music collaborations over the last number of years. Our preview performance this year, which is a new departure for the festival, is the Dasam Dance Company from Korea, and this was supported by the Korean Embassy. Well, the festival is not only wide-reaching in terms of its artists, we also have a number of key partners. Since the festival began, we've been working very closely with Oxfam Ireland in the development of the World Craft Fair and the Global Village. These markets themselves are a veritable world stage of their own, with numerous artisans from all corners of the globe taking part. Our workshop programme is greatly enhanced by ongoing partnerships with the Chester Beatty Library and the Dance Theatre of Ireland, the former with their vast knowledge and connections to Asian and Islamic artists living here in Ireland, and the scope of our dance workshops broadened by the wealth of experience of the Dance Theatre of Ireland. Each year, alongside the international lineup, the festival programme focuses on the strong talents of this country's own musicians and artists. In association with Forest na Gaeilge, the festival for the first year presents a dedicated Irish venue over the festival weekend entitled Janos Brísnos. This is a celebration of the finest Gaelic performers from sean-nós to Gaelic hip-hop and oral arts. Our lineup of Irish female artists include Bronagh Gallagher, performing her own inimitable brand of classical soul and country, and Karen Casey, one of the country's most distinguished performers. One of the festival's finest venues, Monkstown Church, hosts Michael McGoldrick, widely regarded as the greatest living player of Irish music on the flute. And the infamous Monday performs in the Kingston Hotel Garden, and this is a continuation of the festival's focus on the finest of Ireland's current singer-songwriters. We are delighted too to include a performance by Owen Dillon, Ilan Piper, whistle player and founder member of Keela, performing with his band.
Well, I suppose the traditional role of local authorities was to provide basic services, and people are familiar with that, you know, water, refuse collection, etc. We see this as part of our core brief to address, you know, those broader quality of life issues, to cater for the demand that exists out there for the softer elements in terms of arts exhibitions, culture, theatre, And the festival very much fits into meeting our obligations there. We're very pleased to have the support of the Irish Times and of course the Arts Council, and the rest of the funding is provided essentially by the Council. But we're very pleased obviously to have RTÉ, the national broadcaster, as our media partner, and I think that reflects the importance and the status of the festival.
In the early days, in about 2000, we had about 15 venues, and it's now moved up to about 40 different venues. That's using like all the parks, the piers, plazas. We use all the as many churches in Dún Laoghaire as we can for recording studios, for performances. We have the County Hall, which we use, People's Park, outdoor stages, hotels, bars, clubs, you name it, we have it. Well, I think in the early days we were looking at about 40,000, and it used to jump up year by year by 20,000, and then in the last few years it's gone up by 50,000 each time. So at the moment we're looking at about 200,000. In 2005 we had 200,000 people here. The location is probably one thing. I mean, the location is fantastic with Dún Laoghaire. It's like such a nice landscape. Also the fact that there's like so many free events with the markets and craft fairs and different events that are going on. There's a huge variety. So basically I think there's something there for everybody. Like, you know what I mean? It's a family event in the daytime, and at night time then becomes more like a carnival. People go indoors, but there's just something there for everybody. So it doesn't matter what age group you are. I think you'll find something at the festival. We have about 300 volunteers basically who work as stewards. They help out with workshops. We have civil defence come on board on a voluntary basis, and then we probably have about 300 crew as well, who are basically professional crew working. Everybody, volunteers are like really important to the whole festival and making it happen. We've got technical volunteers too who help in all the staging of the events. But yeah, it's hard to manage, but done well with the help of all our crew.
People here from the different regions, and they are sharing our culture, they are sharing the whole culture, and at the moment the people said that this is a global village.
Right now Ireland is one of the most precious places in the world to be. It has a big reputation in the world, in the music world, as a very, very virgin, genuine place to write music, to perform. Maybe because the Irish people are so open for music, it's so in their blood.
You walk along the street now in Dún Laoghaire and it's crawling with people from all parts of the world. I think this is a wonderful step. Hopefully we'll move from multiculturalism one day into interculturalism in Ireland.
So tell me, what brings you out to the festival?
Because I love it.
Yeah, what have you seen so far?
The dancing and all, and the coffees and teas going around and all.
You're going to give me a jig? Come on, ready? La 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 la.
Well, a festival like this is a celebration of diversity. It happens once a year here in Dún Laoghaire. 200,000 people attended in 2005. It's integration, it's celebration, it's exchange, and it's collaboration. And it's a wonderful opportunity for families, for the young at heart, those with energy, those with not so much energy, to come and get involved and really celebrate the new Ireland.
كيف يبي كله قعدنا سوا ما في مشاكل بس كله قاعدين سوا